Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. And today we have something super special, and that is Memoir 44, the new edition, which is what year, Cody? 20th year? 20th anniversary? I should know that, but I really don't. Now, for those of you that know me, Memoir 44 is one of my favorite games. I play this with my dad all the time, and it is his favorite game. So I am excited, probably more than Cody, to get this, but that's all right. So let's take a look at this game and let's see what it is. Now, one of the things that I did want to show you guys, because I've been reading this a lot, is what is the box size difference? And let's see. Squareness is about the same, but that's your thickness right there. So a lot of you have been asking, now you can see it. Because I know I was actually looking today and I didn't really see it, but there's your difference just right there. So you're looking about another inch different. So not too bad, but there you go. So, all right. Now, Memoir 44. This edition right here, there's only a few changes that have been made. I was kind of glancing at those today because I was kind of curious. But the core game, they're now talking 2 to 4 players in the base core game. They've added some rules for that. Still ages 8 up, and you're looking at 30 to 45 minutes per gameplay. And this is also Days of Wonder. All right. Now, let's get this box opened up. Let's see what's on the inside, and let's see how they have made the changes. I know they modified the figures a little bit. Kind of made them a little more realistic to the times, if I understand that correctly. They've actually changed the back of the cards, so the cards are going to be just a little bit different. Now we'll just throw stuff on the floor. Why not? Okay. All right. Let's see. Get this thing opened up. And right off the top, we're just going to have a nice little rules book. As always, I like the rules on the top. Kind of like the board on the top, too, because I like to see the board as well. We're looking at a 23-page rule book. Nothing on the back other than some credits. I do like a player aid on the back, but we get what we get, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this guy. I don't think we have too much of a glare in here right now. All right, got a little component set up. Okay, or a little component setup. Got our components. Can't talk today. All right, nice little setup of the game. Now, this part all stayed relatively the same, other than I do know that the your hedgerows and all that, they now have those as a neutral color. They're no longer the colors of the actual squaws themselves because they never really needed to be. So those are just neutral, which is actually a lot better. Because I know I was always going through trying to find all those. But everything is still pretty much the same. We've got our artillery, got some terrain protection right here. What else we got? Our armor overrun, which is Battle of Hoth, of course, just came out. And this is the one rule in Battle of Hoth that I was really missing. It's in there on Special Forces, guys, but that's it. Taking ground. What do we got? Our regular units. We got our Special Forces units. Of course, the French Resistance is in here still. All this is going to be the same. Using terrain summary cards. There's a lot more terrain summary cards from what I understand as well. And they've also included some little diagrams on the cards themselves that are going to help you as well, which is actually really nice. Now, I haven't seen it in here because I probably blew right past it. But elevation, that's one of the biggest changes to this set right now. You can now sit on a hill and you can fire over one of your friendly units and hit the guys on the other side of them, which is actually one of the things that should have been in this game all along. Really cool, though. All right, and here we go. There's our appendix. Got our game turn. We got our team play. All right. Oh, what was that? Hold on. Back that up one page. Memoir 44, Overload. That's what you need to be playing. Okay. That Overload. Oh, my, is so good. Now, here's our scenario book. We're going to have 22 scenarios in here, and Overlord is going to be the 22nd scenario in here. Now, the one thing I'm kind of curious of, did they change any of these base scenarios? That's one of the things that I'm probably going to be doing myself, is I want to be going through the book. And I might be comparing some of these scenarios to each other and seeing what they did. Now, I'm just going to briefly run through these really fast. We're not going to stop on any of them and take that much of a look, because if you're like me, you've played every one of these a couple different times. But they all still look relatively the same. Nothing is standing out to me, other than, of course, some of the new tokens and stuff like that. That's the only thing I'm seeing. Now, if they would have put aircrafts in this set, that would have been cool. But there you go. That's all your scenarios, super fast. Now, let's take a look at the tiles. Tiles all still look basically the same. All right, no artwork difference on those. All right, and as you can see, as normal, they punch just really, really nice. And we're going to have some little tokens here on the side. We'll punch those out because they're a little smaller. There you go. Everything punches good. I like it. I like making a mess. It's not my house I'm at right now, so that's okay too. I don't really mind that. We'll let Cody pick it up. All right, now, these are really hard. Yeah, you're not going to look at them. See, they look like the original stuff. That's all the better we can get. I'm sorry, folks. Days of Wonder just did too good of a job in punching these out or making them so they punch out easier. But there we go. All right, now let's take a look at the board. Now, get opened up. There we go. Now, our front side of the main board, identical to the original one. Looks like we're still going to have our same 6 objectives right there. The back side, from what I saw, open it up, is still the same as well. The artwork may be just a tad different on it, but it's still basically your grasslands. That's all it is. But you're putting so many counters in this board, it really doesn't really matter anyways, so you don't really need much. Now, this is what we want to look at right here. And right away, I noticed one thing that I am so excited about. Believe it or not, it's these stupid card trays. They gave us the rounded ones from Battle of Hoth. That I'm excited about because these round ones work so much better. My dad tips these things over all the time. And with these rounded ones, they won't tip over nearly as much. They work a whole lot better. I'm excited about that. And we're going to get 2 for each side. That's all we really need, so we don't have to have the little 3 shorter ones anymore. Okay. Now this is cool. They kind of took a book out of Axis and Allies almost. You're now going to have these nice little trays. Okay, there's your front and back side of that one. As you can see, beautiful artwork on that. But you're going to have a nice little tray that's going to have all of your components in it. So I don't have to dig these out of a bag and try to show you, although it is a little dark in here, but that's all right. There's your tank. All right. See, we got our, oh, you know, and these are actually a harder plastic, so they're not as flexible as the other ones, but they still work really good. I think they're going to be just fine. Okay, we're going to get our artillery in there. All right, and look at that. There's all of our gray sandbags, our hedgerows, everything we need, our wire. I'm glad they actually did that. That's one of the things that's really cool. The other thing, too, it makes them stand out a whole lot more, and you'll notice them. Because that was the thing before, is sometimes you'd forget they were actually on the map. Now, here's the other side. But this is the one thing I wish they would have done. This is where the hedgerows and everything out are in the other box. Why didn't they fill this side as well? Now, I know you don't necessarily need that many, but it's actually kind of nice to have the extra ones. Because you can make your own scenarios, right? We all make our own scenarios in this game. I mean, they have a scenario builder you can upload them to. Right on. All right, and there's your tank. Those are cool looking. I like those. All right, let's take a look at our little army man right here. You know, these are small enough. You can get your little, well, can't really see that one very well. That blue, he kind of hides in this darkness. It's like I'm in a dungeon right now or something like that. I don't really know, but that's all right. Okay, we're almost done. You guys get the point, and I'm pretty sure I've seen all the pictures of these online too, and you've all seen the pictures, but you know what? Getting these boxes up close just like this. All right, Chris is over there with his light on his camera. I feel like I'm at a concert and I'm sound center stage singing, but we do not want that. Okay, now, okay, we're good. Dice. There you go. They finally got us some good dice. Now, I am a fan of the old original wood dice. Now, when they redid Memoir 44 a while back, I wasn't a fan of those plastic dice, but these ones here, I really like. These ones are nice. They're round. They look good. I'm excited about those dice right there. It doesn't take much to get me excited about things, but hey, that's all right. Oh, dude, these are plastic. Okay. Now, these I'm really excited about. Because one of the things that I have a problem with, or at least my father has a problem with, is what troops he activates, what troops he doesn't activate, and everything else. They now give us some nice counters, and these are like little mini poker chips that I absolutely love them. So you can put these down. These are your activated troops. Flip it over when they've attacked. You now know who's done what. These are super cool. They're heavy. They're chunky. They're not cardboard. Man, I'll tell you what, that is an upgrade that is phenomenal. Absolutely love that one. Now, let's take a look at our cards. Now, the cards should be all relatively the same. Not much of a difference in those. They did change the backs. All right, so there's the backs. So the backs, they're no longer going to be compatible with if you have to mix them with cards from the other sets. But I'm going to go through all these. Okay. But hey, you know what? That's what it is. If you're like me, your cards are already worn out and you just need a new set of cards anyways. Now, if there's any changes, I'm going to show you these real quick. So we got our beaches. We got our bunkers. Like I said, there's like 22 of these cards now. Got your force, and see, this is the thing I was talking about. They give you more icons and symbols of what you can, whether you can shoot in there, if there's negatives, and also little examples right there. You have to have a microscope in order to see it, but they put it on the card. So you give them at least credit for trying. Okay, our hedgerows, our hedgehogs, our hills. See, now there you go. There's your height 1. So you got to pay attention to that height now on different things. Your oceans, bridges. A lot of these are all still the same. Cliffs and sea bluffs are also the height 1. So those intro missions where you're storming the beach, now you got to deal with those. They now have seawalls. So when you got those Your little sandbag barriers all the way across. You now have a seawall. All right. Your steep hills, because those are coming off that sand beach as well. Of course, your towns, villages, your wire, those all look to be relatively the same. Your churches, your lakes, yeah, those all look the same. Now you got your paradrop. All right, your French resistance, your standard units. So here's your regular card for your infantry, your armor, your artillery, how many dice you're going to get. Okay, that's all stayed the same. Your specialized units and their changes, and then your turn summary card. It's actually nice. I don't remember this ever being a card itself. It's kind of nice they actually put it in a card. Now, let's take a look at the cards that we have here. Now, these, we don't have to go through every one of them, but I want to separate out these because we'll go through those a little bit second. All right, so you're going to have your recons. Of course, your recon, you're going to order a troop in either in the left, the center, it's going to be on the right. You're going to draw an extra card whenever you do them. A recon's a recon. They're all going to be the same. It just depends on where it's going to be. So we can fly through those recons. Okay, your probe. Your probes are always 2 units on the left, right, or center as well. All right. The artwork, I do like the artwork in these. They do look good. Okay, there's your center probe. There's your right probes. All right, your attack, it's the same as the others, but guess what? That's 3 units on the left, on the center, on the right. We're repeating ourselves now, aren't we? There's your center ones, and there's your right ones right there. Okay, and your assault. Assaults are always going to be everything on the left, everything in the center, everything on the right. You know the drill. Now, we got the recon in force. 1 of every spot's going to go, same as that one. And then we got the general advantage, which is 2 in every spot is going to go. And I hope that's not too blurry. I got my wrong glasses on, so it's really blurry to me. All right, but there you go. So that is going to be the standard cards that we're going to get. Now, these are the ones. These are the cards we want to look at. There is your air power. All right, our ambush. Okay, pause if you need to look at these a little bit closer. Armor assault. Got a couple of those. Artillery bombard. Barrage. Behind enemy lines. I'm recognizing all of these for the most part. And that text, whew, that is some tiny text. Hope you can zoom in. All right, the firefight. This artwork still looks really good. Infantry assault. Your medics and mechanics. Move it out. And their finest hour, the last of the cards. And there you go. And that is all of the specialty cards that are going to go in there. And that's, matter of fact, that's all the cards. That's everything in here. Now, all the pieces, once we punch them, all right, all the tiles and everything else, they're all going to go right here. As you can see, we're going to put our little cardboard pieces right here. We're going to take all these pieces. They're just going to slide right down in here. Hopefully I can get them in on my first try. Maybe. All right, now, some of this stuff I'm just going to put off to the side for right now. I'm not going to quite throw in this box because, well, it's all over the table right now and it's a mess and you really don't want to watch me and wait for me to pick all that up. You just want to see how everything fits back in this box. Now, this is going to go away. This is actually going to go on the bottom side. It's going to lift that up just a little bit because I like everything to be tight when I put this lid on. But there you go. Okay, just pay attention. Don't ignore that stuff right there. You're not seeing that stuff. That's all going to go in the box. Trust me. As soon as I'm done here, that's where it's going to be. But if this lid ever goes down, that, ladies and gentlemen, is Memoir 44 by Richard Borg, Days of Wonder. I'll tell you what, this reprint of this one looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the artwork. I love the changes they did. I love the height elevation. That's the thing that's going to excite me the most about playing this is how's that height elevation going to be playing all these scenarios and all these missions? I played them so many times, but not with that. I had to pay attention where my soldiers are. Now I can rush them all in there and I can shoot over the top of them. So, but there you go. Memoir 44, Richard Borg, Days of Wonder. This looks fantastic. I'm going to go play this right now. And you know what? Thank you for watching.
Okay, these guys are rolling 3. No, they're rolling 2. Okay, got 1. Yes! Got him. Yes! Good victory.